Hi, Bruce Nail, your FrugalTech, and today I want to talk to you about the desktop PC. I happen to be a desktop PC guy, so you can imagine I was kind of surprised when I visited a local Best Buy store the other day and went to the computer section only to discover the main aisle was nothing more than Android tablets. And on the peripheral area, there were some Ultrabooks, but most of the action and most of the salespeople were steering people to those tablets. There were a couple, I think Sony Vaio, touchscreen PCs, all-in-ones running Windows 8. But other than that, it was almost all centered around tablets. That's where people went. You had to go a couple aisles down to find rows of where they kept the traditional Windows PCs, the desktop towers. And I thought, how sad that these devices are being relegated to the back somewhere. What's happening? What's going on there? I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people, the desktop PC is still the central hub and main investment in their IT dollars. Here's why. The desktop PC is going to be far from ever going away. It's still a critical piece of equipment and returns the best value for your investment. Now, a lot of people say, yeah, but I can do everything I need to do on a laptop, or I can do everything I need to do on a tablet, or for that matter, a phone. And for some of you, that's very, very true. But not for all of us. And for many of us, if we really think about it, there's people out there, if you just look on the internet, that has bought high-powered laptops, only to say they really don't use them for that much. Their IT dollar would have been better spent on a more powerful desktop PC that they could have got cheaper and more powerful and do it for less money and have a longer economic life than that laptop. But I digress. I know some of you are big-time mobile enthusiasts, and you can't escape the fact that all over the web and all the marketing and all the new product releases seem to be centered around iOS, Android, now it's Windows Surface, Microsoft Windows RT, and soon it'll be Windows 8 Pro, etc., running on Surface tablets. That's what all the buzz is about. But the good old desktop PC, in my mind, still represents the best value. If I want to selectively replace components, hard drives, power supplies, memory, video cards, it is very, very simple with my desktop machine. Not so much with a laptop to replace graphics cards, because most of them have integrated graphics, upgrading memory, etc. Much more difficult in a laptop than it is a desktop PC. And, well, the fact of the matter is tablets are pretty much disposable devices. Phones are pretty much disposable devices. But your desktop PC, well, that's quite a bit different. You can continue to upgrade these components and get a lot of life out of them. When I buy technology, I look at the economic life of an item. How long is it really supposed to last? Tablets, maybe a couple years, and then you get rid of them and then get a new one. I don't want to do that with all the time. In my particular work, my software that I run dictates the kind of hardware I have to have, and that dictates the workflow that I'm going to have. Now, how about a lot of people say, why can't you just use a laptop to do everything? Well, number one, I run 3 displays. I have mixers plugged into it, USB headsets, backup drives are all connected to this thing. And one of the things I like about all the connectivity that you can get with a desktop PC, if I want to add more FireWire ports, I just drop in another FireWire card, I'm good to go. Running two video cards, for example. Easy to do. Want to add more memory? No big deal. Took me maybe 5 minutes to pop in an SSD drive, no problem. It's a whole different story when you get into laptops. You're paying more for that mobility, and maybe I don't want to get by on a 17-inch screen. Maybe I want 3 24-inch displays. Maybe I need even more. Okay? Maybe I want to run 2 virtual machines plus Mac OS 10. I got 2 Windows machines running plus OS 10, while at the same time I'm also rendering video. That's going to really make a run-of-the-mill laptop stutter, if not really be possible at all. I'm just not keen on replacing perfectly good machines because the next big thing, and that's, I don't know if I said this or not, but the one thing I love about tech is the next big thing. The thing I hate the most about tech is the next big thing. And I'm just not keen on getting rid of perfectly good equipment because the next big thing is here. I don't even think I fully utilized the technology I have to its fullest right now. I have an iPhone. I have an iPad. I segment things by function. As I said, my desktop PC, content creation, productivity applications. The iPad is a luxury item, strictly content consumption. I bet that's what most of you are doing. And the ones who jumped the gun and went out and bought the Microsoft Surface tablet, the RT, Windows 8 RT tablet, those things are being returned by a number of people because they found out they can't run their favorite applications. They can't install Steam on it and run it. It is limited to the apps that you get on the Windows Store, and they're not happy about that. So what's the Surface Pro going to cost? $1,000? Might as well get a laptop, or you might as well get a good desktop and get a tablet, a less expensive one for content consumption. Depends on what you want to do with them, folks. For some people, a tablet is a perfectly acceptable computer. It'll meet all their needs. You know, in Japan, as I understand it, people are more apt to use smartphones now than they are a computer, and that works great for them. But for the rest of us who appreciate the overall value that a desktop PC offers, there's just no substitute. Not today, and not for the foreseeable future. I'm Bruce Naylor of FrugalTech. I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me what you think. Is the desktop PC finished, or is it still got a good long life ahead of it? Which do you prefer? A desktop, laptop, tablet? You tell me. I want to hear from you. A description and a full blog article link is in the description of this video below. And remember, like this video. I'm Bruce Naylor, your FrugalTech. I'll talk to you later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.